Yes.
Motion carried. You're back in open session. And then do we need a motion to give directions? Or,
I could read it. A motion to proceed, to authorize the city manager to proceed to negotiate as discussed in closed session.
okay.
So moved.
Motion by Kurtz.
Second.
Second by Scharf. You need a roll call again?
Yes, please. Hayward,
Yes.
Hill,
Yes.
Scharf,
Yes.
O'Loughlin,
Yes.
Hannah,
Yes.
Vaughn,
Abstain.
Kurtz.
Yes.
Okay, motion is carried. Down to reports. Dustin, you're the only department head.
Good evening. Well, Thanksgiving's come and gone, so it's been a nice thing. Luckily didn't get the nice storm that they were predicting. I was hoping we weren't going to have a snow emergency over the weekend, so we surpassed that one. Just want to readdress Jingle on Main is this coming Friday. With that starting, First Street between 2nd Avenue and 3rd Avenue on the east side is going to be shut down at noon. So if anybody's out there watching, please be aware of that. We don't want to have a lot of traffic up and down First Street. It's going to be closed at noon for that one block. The rest of it gets shut down at 2. So, and that will be closed the rest of the afternoon till after 10 o'clock when we can open everything back up. So at 2 o'clock, First Street from 2nd Avenue Southwest by Bill's there, all the way over to 3rd Avenue Northeast, not including the intersection, will be shut down at 2 for sure. 2nd Avenue from 1st Street to 2nd Street Northeast, and 3rd Avenue from 1st Street to 2nd Street Northeast will be shut down as 2 as well. So, but I'd like everybody to come out and join us. I know we'll have a couple officers there. The ones that are working will stop by. Officer Cass will be there selling calendars again for vested interest. The group that donated the vest to our canine, who donates the vest to all our canines and so forth. I forget what building he'll be in, but he'll be there selling calendars. They're $17 a piece. So I'm excited for this event, and we had a great last couple of years, so it'll be a fun another year. So thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Were there any committees of any kind that need to report or anything? If not, council members, who would like to start? Would you like to start first, Deb, and go around?
I've got nothing.
Okay. Mike?
Nothing I can think of.
Okay. Carl?
Nope, nothing.
Bob?
Nope.
Mike?
Couple things. First of all, Friday and Saturday, there's a 33-team wrestling meet, if you like high school wrestling, at the high school. Last year, they had teams from all over the Midwest, and I don't know, there was one from way far away even that came, and I don't know, 70 or 80 ranked wrestlers in the state of Iowa that wrestled. It's a pretty good chance to see a lot of quality wrestling, if you're so inclined. Second thing, do we need to take a look at the condition of the water main on First Street West that we are going to build a trail over the top of that has had 2 breaks in it in the last year? I mean, is there something seriously wrong there that we need to address while we're in the process of doing this, do it proactively rather than reactively after we get the trail built? And then the second one was only a valve. I know it wasn't a water main break, but close enough. You know, I think, do we have something serious going on there or not? I guess is my question. And not to be answered tonight. That's it.
Do we have any further information on the emergency snow removal parking situation?
Currently, I think it's 3 addresses that I have received. I want to go back. I was going to bring that up again tonight on my list. If there's anybody else watching that hasn't contacted us yet, I'll double check it. But right now, like I said, I have 3 that I can name off the top of my head that have contacted us.
That's the property owners, or?
Property owners, folks, one in the southwest, one in the southeast, and the third one I don't have an address for yet, but,
I called in one from the northwest. I talked to one of the girls.
okay. I don't have that on my list yet, so that would be 4.
Yeah. She took it down now.
And again, we're keeping this list, and we're trying to put together how many we have before we sit down and visit again, but that would give me apparently 4. So if anybody else is watching or listening, or we're missing somebody, the comments that I hear and some of the noise that comes up when we have a snow emergency would suggest there's more than 4 people out there that have this issue. It seems like a pretty small number for some of what we hear. So we'd like to know where they're at so we can work on addressing it.
Do you have anything else, John?
That's it.
Danny?
Nothing.
Gina?
We're still playing a little bit of catch up from when the auditors were here. They were here for 2 weeks, and we've had about 2 weeks worth of follow-up and emails with them that we're still working on. So hopefully soon we'll be able to get that finalized and get that presented to you guys as well.
Is that it? Al?
Tomorrow, there is a budget workshop in Waverly. We have 2 folks going from the city already. If anybody's interested in going, I know Gina was at the one in Hiawatha a week or so ago. Said there's some really good information that comes through that. It's put on by the League of Cities.
What time is that, Al?
They are leaving here at 8:15, and it goes all day. I think it gets over at 3.
So that's available to you. Also, the City of Independence is hosting, or they're holding, GIS Workshop is holding their workshop Lunch and Learn at Okoboji Grill on December 6th, a week from Thursday. A couple of you have identified an interest in going already, but if you would let me know by Wednesday, they want a count
What's
for
the
meals.
6th?
The 6th is Thursday, from 11:30, I think it's 11:30 to 1.
Were Tim and Mark gonna go to that?
I think Tim is, I haven't heard from Mark.
That'd be good information, I think, for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I wanted to make everybody aware of those that are on First Street East, their water service lines. We did send out letters for a voluntary assessment. I think we've got 6 or 7 folks that have signed up for that. It will be in the plans that are bid at the state, because it's a state bid letting, we have to get it into the plans. There is time to adjust. Some of the questions that we've been asked, if I don't have lead lines, do I still get assessed? No, it's only for replacing the lead water line unless there's a reason that you think that you have to otherwise upgrade your line. Again, it's voluntary. If they decide the price comes in too high, they can back out, but we have to get a bid price on this. We also have to go through the assessment process, which means that we have to do a plat and schedule for the assessment. But we don't have to do all 49 properties. We can do just those that have an interest, and that's what we're trying to gauge right now. So if anybody else is listening, or you know of anybody that has an interest, has not responded, you know, there's still time. We'd like to hear from them. We have another week or so on our, we give them 30 days to sign up. The plans do have to go in this Friday, so we will include the properties that have responded to this point.
How many have responded so far?
Well, I think there's a total of 10 responses, 10 or 11. I think 6 have said yes.
And that's all the way from Second all the way out to
It's going
Malone
from-
Creek?
No, that goes from the Wapsie Bridge to 6th. This is the area where
Okay.
the lead lines are anticipated to be.
Okay, so it doesn't include all the way to the.
It doesn't go all the way to the bridge. It's basically the downtown area where the older water lines are. So, that's all I've got.
How far does that
When you're replacing it, how far back are they gonna go? Are they gonna replace the valve that shuts it off at the road?
Yeah.
That'll be replaced?
Yes, in the downtown area, they're replacing the water main, and at that time, they'll replace the service line basically to the back of curb, which is,
Wherever the valves are.
and that's where the valve will sit, is actually in that area, just off the sidewalk. And what we're asking the property owners, if they're interested in us going from that point into the building, and that would be a directional bore under the sidewalk and into the building.
Did they all get letters about that? No? Respond?
Yeah, we sent out letters to all the property owners of record on the 49 that are on this downtown.
I got one.
And we've had, a fair number of phone calls and people asking those questions, which are good questions.
I really think my water comes in off of Fourth anyway.
And it very well could. I mean, again, because you said it's voluntary, it is one of those items where anybody can sign up for it if they're concerned about it. It's about a third of the price to do it now as to what it would be after the fact. And if it doesn't turn out to be lead, or you don't need them, the water line comes in from a different area.
And it
you've
would
lost
save
that.
us tearing up a brand-new street.
Exactly. So,
Save them tearing up our brand new street.
yes,
That's on them.
yes.
Good point.
So, but that's all I've got.
That's it? Did I miss anybody? Friday night is our Jingle on Main and also lighting the tree. The Lutheran Church is gonna their choir will sing a couple of Christmas carols, and then we'll light the tree and then get things started on Jingle on Main and the rest of the area. So
Lighting a tree at 5?
5 o'clock is when we start. Yep. So I would ask for a motion for adjournment.
So moved?
Motion by
Second.
Scharf, second by Kurtz. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. I'm waiting for one of you to say no.